Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. For those of you just joining us, my name is Alfred, and this is Capital City Aquatics. And in today's video, we're going to be just doing a quick look at aquarium maintenance, what I do to maintain all of my tanks. Just go through maybe some rehoming of my shrimp up to another tank just to spread out the colony a little bit, and just a basic cleaning and maintenance of all my tanks. And I would ask, if you haven't already done so and you do like these videos, to subscribe to my channel. I really count on the support from my subscribers. Hit the notification button and the like button if these type of videos interest you. And we'll just dive right in now, and what I'll be doing to clean this 20-gallon tank. Alright, so this is my 20-gallon breeder tank for my blue Moscow guppies. I have my sponge filter there going in the back. Because it is a breeding tank, I definitely wanted to go with a sponge filter so there's no risk for the guppy fry being sucked up in the tank or in the filter. And I'll just quickly try and zoom in on a couple of my fry. You have one swimming there. You have another one down there. A couple more here. So all told, I probably have in the neighborhood of 15 to 20 in this tank, and I still have one female in here that should be dropping any day now. So one thing I'm going to look at adding to this tank is some floating plants. I have duckweed in one of my tanks upstairs, so I'll be bringing some of that down and putting it in this tank to provide just a little bit extra coverage for the fry, so that when they're born they don't get eaten up as easily by the adult females I have in this tank. And then you can see here I have my pothos in this tank. It's growing quite a nice healthy set of roots, and that's helping with my balancing of the nitrogen cycle for this aquarium, and it's definitely helped out with that situation. Now, as you can tell here, I don't have any substrate or gravel in this aquarium. It's a glass bottom tank, but I do have some mulm on this tank, so I'll be cleaning up a little bit of that. Definitely not all. I do like to leave mulm on the bottom of my tank, especially my fry tanks, and reason for that is there's definitely some benefit. The fry will go down there and graze on it when they're hungry and looking for food, and I'm not around to feed them. It's fairly common knowledge that having mulm on the bottom of your tank can be a good thing, and it's not just my opinion. I have another YouTuber, Michael from Michael's Fish Room, who loves having mulm on the bottom of his tanks. I'll leave a link below to his video, but it definitely proves benefit to my fry. And as you can tell here, I have some of my ram's horn snails also sifting through it, looking for uneaten food that's in the bottom, and it benefits them as well. So we'll be just doing a quick vacuum of this aquarium, and I'll be adding some duckweed to it to help provide floating cover for any guppy fry that should be arriving, I would say, judging by my female, probably in the next week or so. Alright, so we're about to get started. So I've hooked up my Python gravel vac system to my faucet here in the basement, which is where I have my breeding tank. And I'll just quickly do a vacuum of the tank to clean up some of the fish waste and the mulm. But like I said, I'm definitely going to be leaving some of it because my fry are benefiting from having it in the tank right now. Alright everyone, so as you can tell, I've siphoned out some of the water from this tank, anywhere between 10 to 20%, and I'm going to then go ahead and refill the tank. I have my Python hose right here, so I'll be filling it up shortly, and of course conditioning the water with the Seachem Prime to make sure that it's safe for the fish. And just a quick look. Oh, there's some of my blue Moscow females right now. But yeah, so I did obviously vacuum up some of the mulm. Not a lot of it. There's still quite a bit for the fish to feast on, and then even the adults are going down and picking up some of the uneaten food and whatnot. But yeah, so a quick quick vacuum of this tank, and then I'll be putting the water back in a few seconds, and using my Seachem Prime to dechlorinate the water. And I'll be adding some more duckweed. As you can see, I have a little bit here, but I'll be adding quite a bit more to provide some more cover for the fry that I'll be expecting probably within the next week or so. Alright, so in this tank, I'll be cleaning up some of my Java moss. I have a big clump of it here in the middle. I'll be cleaning some of that up. And I'll be doing gravel vac again with my Python system. And I'll be transferring some of the shrimp from this tank into one of my other tanks. So stand by, I'll show you the end result. Okay, so I've removed some of my Java moss from this tank. I'll be relocating it up to one of my other aquariums, and perhaps even the next time I go to my local fish store, I'll see if they have any interest in it. They have bought it from me before, so there's always that possibility. And removing the Java moss provides a little bit more light to these Java ferns here, so I'm hoping to now start to see a little more growth out of my Java ferns. And I've also taken about 9 or 10 of my shrimp from this tank. You can see them all here, and I'll be relocating them to a different tank as well, just to help set up a colony of these shrimp in one of my other tanks. I always like to have a number of tanks running on the same livestock. That way I'm not necessarily keeping all of my eggs in one basket, so to speak. So I'll look for these shrimp here, which all seem to be quite healthy, to start a new population bloom in one of my other tanks. All right, so as you can see, the Java moss that I've removed from one of my other tanks has now been relocated up here. I took a good sized chunk. There was quite a bit growing in there. So I'll bring that up to this tank, and this is also where I will be adding my shrimp. There are shrimp in this tank already, but I'll just be adding some more. And this is the tank that has a healthy population of floating plants. So I will be taking some of this and putting it down into my breeding tank so that when my new fry are born, this will provide them with some floating cover. Okay, so what I've done is I just literally grabbed a net full of my floating plant from my other aquarium. There might be a couple of snails in here as well, so I'm just going to add that to my breeding tank, and that will be it for my cleanup of my aquariums today. And I'll follow up to see how the Java moss is doing in my aquarium, as well as how the shrimp that I've relocated do as well. But I don't see any issues with those simple changes that I've made. All of my tank parameters are pretty much identical, so there should be no real issues. I want to thank you for joining me, everyone, and I'll see you on the next video.